Right, ladies, you'll expect from you both, you obey the instructions at all times. When I tell you to break, you both break lane. Defend yourselves at all times, and the best luck to you both. Touch gloves.
Well, the new chapter begins tonight for Skye Nicolson, down a weight to super-bantamweight after that loss to Tiara Brown last time out.
Come on.
Shannon, I'll come to you first. What did you make of the decision to drop down a weight?
Yeah, I find Skye coming down in weight, what's the word that I'm looking for? Like the right thing to do, because I think with the female divisions, you can go up and down. So yeah, there's some good girls in that division as well. There's Ellie Scottney, Ramla Ali, Erica Cruz. So there's some big fights to be made as well.
And we were saying, Barry, wasn't we, earlier today, she could be a real handful at super bantamweight.
Yeah, and she looks in good shape. I don't think it looked like it was a massive struggle for her to make the weight. She looked healthier than scale. So if it isn't a problem making the weight, then I think, with her reach and the way she fights, and I think, if she feels like she's bigger again, then she might be, as she's showing here, a little bit more assertive with her work, a little bit more aggressive. I'm not sure whether I'll take away what made her world champion, what made her good was being elusive and sticking to what she was good at. But if she can add a bit more authority to her game, that only makes her a better fighter.
I think they've done the right thing as well, just a couple of pounds over the super bantamweight division, just to test the water, see how you feel. And I'll tell you what, she looks big in there, she looks aggressive, she looks really focused. And speaking to her in the week and hearing her talk to the media, she feels a relief of pressure, if you like. That O's gone and she can go about her work now and start to prove people wrong. And one thing we know for sure, she's a very good boxer, which she's just demonstrated there, Barry.
Picking her shots really well, and from range as well, and still being aggressive with it, that's good.
She's already punching with intent. It's really good to see. Lovely hand, right hand.
Yeah, that was a lovely shot from Skye Nicolson. As you say, Shannon really turning through the shots, through the target, looking aggressive and extremely spiteful here in this opening round at the AO Arena in Manchester.
She can't miss it with that left hand, can she? Everything she throws it lands clean.
She's got Skye. You can see Eddie Lamb, Bradley Skeet, Kerry Cades. I can see Al Smith sat at ringside, Caitlin Bennett, Eddie Hearn, and the rest of the crew. But that was a very good opening round from Skye Nicolson. Really got about her work well, looking really spiteful.
Yeah, different look to her, wasn't it? It was good. It was good to see. And I think, now she has been a world champion, and she knows more what she's about. Then she'll know she's up against someone who's not in her level. That's I think doing your research you would have seen that, but clearly already you can notice that. So she's come up with authority, the stamp of authority, and say, listen, this is what I am, and you're nowhere near where I am.
I'm sure she'll have her sights set on the big fight that's happening on Friday between IBO and WBO. Champion Ellie Scottney fighting Mexican Yamileth Mercado, the WBC champ. It's on the undercard of Serrano Taylor. That's a lovely left hand.
I really like how Skye's putting her punches together now.
Yeah, she is really turning through the shots. And you see there again, Barry, the know-how, the ring IQ, the defensive skills. She just takes half a step back, avoids the shots, and she's straight back in your face again.
But I think what Shannon's there is not putting the way she's putting her punches together, because she's staying through with it, but making sure the last one's the hard shot.
Yeah, the speed and the accuracy.
Smoothness, isn't it?
Yeah.
And she's patient.
It's a lovely left hand. The referee's having a look and jumps in. That's a fantastic stoppage. And look at the swagger from Skye Nicolson. What a win, Shannon Ryan.
Yeah, that was lovely, and I liked how she was, like I said, putting her punches together, punching with intent, and she was very composed and patient.
And what's really impressive, all those combinations, she's never getting that front foot too close to allow the other girl to hold, fire back. She got the range, all the powers on the end. People think all the power, you got to get close. The power's on the end of your punches. You're turning your body into the shots like she is. You see it there? You punch long, you punch correct, you punch neat, and you hit the target clean. And that's what she did. I mean, that was a really good display. And also, to announce yourself in the new weight division, regardless of who you're fighting against, to be dominant like that and show a different side of your game or what people have seen before, they will take notice for sure.
Yeah, that was very, very impressive. And you can see all in the day's work for Skye Nicolson, just letting people know, don't be sleeping on me. I'm as hungry as ever. Smiles all round, Skye and the team. Carla Gonzales still on the stool.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee John Latham calls a halt to this contest. The official time of the stoppage, 1 minute, 21 seconds of round number 2. Declaring your winner by TKO, Skye Nicolson.
Yep, she gets the 13th win of her career. Skye Nicolson. She'll be looking to get into some big, big fights very soon. Back to challenging for titles. And of course, winning them in this new division. Looks strong. As I say, only a couple of pounds over the super-bantamweight division. She looked fresh. She looked healthy on the scale. So, to me, looks as if she could lose those 2 pounds relatively easy. And with a performance like that, this team with her, there's no reason why she can't go on and challenge for these big fights. Ellie Scott needs a fight I would love to see. Just making her way to ringside here, promoter Eddie Hearn, our reporter for this evening, Charlie Parsons, alongside Skye and Eddie. And we can hear from the Australian, who has a big smile on her face. Over to you, Charlie.
There'll be plenty of names called out, don't you know that? That's guaranteed. You'll be calling out everybody. And with a display like that and the confidence she showed, you can't blame her.
Exactly. Well, we can hear from Skye, who is with Charlie.
Well, Skye, congratulations, a return to the ring down at £122. Just talk to me. The smile on your face says it all.
Yeah, it was good. It was a little sigh of relief, a little bit, obviously. It almost half felt like my debut tonight. Skye 2.0's debut anyway, but no, it was good. Good to get back in there and get back to winning ways.
It's been a turbulent time. We spoke a little bit about that in the build-up, something that you've never really had to experience as a professional. What have you learned from this whole process? And getting there, is that almost that big sigh of the relief, that weight off your shoulders?
Yeah, of course. There were so many lessons learned from my last outing, and I feel like a completely different person now, a completely different fighter, and that showed tonight, and I'm going to keep showing that.
Eddie, I was speaking to Skye earlier in the week and she said, well, she can keep one eye on 126, but 122, we've seen there that little bit more pop, more power. Just in camp, you think we'll see that now down at 122?
Yeah, like she's had a great camp and, you know, we've been working on her stuff, different stuff, and she's been great, you know, like she'll fight anyone, 122 or 126.
Promoter Eddie Hearn, obviously it's been a different period, but down looking fantastic. What's the movement now? Is it have a few, or is it go straight into those big
I
classics?
think another fight, a little step up from that. Obviously that's a step down from the level she's been fighting at. And when you do step down to that level, you've got to be getting them out of there quickly, which is exactly what she did. But sometimes when you rush through to the World Championship, you don't really get the ring time to work on that transition and work on what Eddie's been teaching in the gym. So you hear from Eddie Lamb and the team, she's hurting people in the spar and she's throwing combinations. Tonight was really the first time you saw her sit down on her punches and throw 4 or 5 punch combinations in her whole professional career. She's going to be a huge super bantamweight at 122, and you know, I think a phenomenal talent, we know that, but just this activity, sometimes when you fight in World Championship fights, you just fight 3 times a year, and it's difficult to get in the flow to work on what you've been learning in the gym, in the ring. She did that tonight. box ticked. Obviously, the opposition's going to step up now as you go, but hopefully another one maybe in Australia, end of August, early September, something like that. And then a world title shot at the end of the year. A
big year ahead and then a world title shot. That's the plan. Keep active and keep that smile on your face.
100%. Can't wait. I can't wait to go again. Let's go.
Skye Nicolson, congratulations.